Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you. Tension in Edo as community, Hausa community, clashes. Benin City, there is tension in Edo State over a reported clash between the people of Oho in the local government area around Edo State and the Hausa community over alleged stabbing of an indigene who was said to have an argument with some suspected Fulani boys who just arrived the community. There was heavy traffic, which stayed vehicles and movement for more than 2 hours in the area of Eho, which is along the Benin Auchi Lokoja Road. Several trucks parked along the road were destroyed and houses said to be housing Hausa and Fulanis were destroyed and set on fire. It took the mobilization of the police personnel mounting roadblock along the road notorious for kidnapping to resolve to normalcy. A road user told Saturday Vanguard that it took us 2 hours to find our way out of the community. We saw a massive deployment of police before we could move. Several trucks parked along the road were destroyed, and some houses were also destroyed before the police came. When contacted, the Commissioner of Police, Lawa, confirmed the clash but said our focus was to restore normalcy. You know, the incident happened in the area close to the highway, and that created gridlock, but we were able to clear the road for free flow of traffic. We are still investigating, and I'm expecting report from the DPO of the area and to know exactly as to what happened. But reports reaching us from other members stated that some Hausa Fulani suspected boys who newly came into the community was taking laws into their hands and carrying out business as usual, just doing their own thing. So they were approached by an indigene of the community as regarding destruction of people's farmland and properties. And this resulted into an incident where one of the Fulani boys stabbed one of the indigene and stabbed him to death. The boys and the youths of the community did not take this lightly and quickly retaliated, which turned into a massive argument that led and got into what it is now. This is due to the influx of Fulanese herdsmen into the state. We are speaking and asking that the government of Edo State look into this, as we don't want them in our community. We don't know who is giving them the audacity to move in. We don't know where they are coming from and who they are coming to meet. We keep seeing large numbers of Fulani coming into our community every now and again. The truck drops and you see a number of them just come down and they come into the community and settle in. Edo State belongs to us and not to them. If they want to do business, they should come, have their trade and go. We are not welcoming Fulanis into our community. A lot of havoc has been done. A lot of people killed in their hands. This was as a result that we found out what happened in broad daylight. What about what happens at night time? We want the governor of Edo State and the security agencies, the police, to put a stop to the destruction of life and property by the Fulani herdsmen. My people, now waiting they happen for Edo State be this. So, you know, Edo State is in a partial lockdown, not a total lockdown like other states. So get it clear. And the governor of Edo State, the kind of coffee he put in Edo State is from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. You can do your business and go about your life and activity properly. But once it's 6 p.m. in the evening, everybody stays indoors so as to spread the cause, so as to prevent the spread of COVID-19. The governor said he was not putting a total lockdown on the people of Edo State so that people can still continue with business as usual and be able to do what they need to do. He does not want the people to suffer or go through what other states are going through presently. So he actually want the people of Edo State to be able to go about their business as usual and to be able to carry out different activities and not to be, tied down or be molested or harassed by policemen like we are fondly seeing happening in other states of the Federation, as we are seeing happening all over the country, where policemen, our mobile police are, the soldiers are molesting and harassing Nigerian citizens because they have no home training and has not been formally tutored and trained, that the indigenes have rights of their own and they should be speaking to kindly and normally instead of infusing their rights or their force on the people. Anyway, my people, so this thing now when they happen now for Edo State as we speak, so because of the partial lockdown, there's still freedom of movement. And guess what? A truckload of Fulani boys came again, and they just came to join the old ones. I know, say sometimes not they hear English. So I believe this also resulted, this is my opinion, I might be wrong, from also communication. Probably they were trying to communicate, asking the boys question, why is your cattle entering this farm, eating this cassava or eating this person's vegetable, as the case may be. And the Fulani boys, they come with a mindset that people wants to oppress them. They come with a heart of vengeance, a heart of taking over. They don't come, they are not trained. They are like the cattle, sorry to say, they are like the cattle that they are feeding. So they are not trained, they are not well groomed, they don't understand English. So there's a lot going on in their mind. As soon as you speak to them, in their own heart, it's like you are confronting them and you are telling them off. They don't want to hear that, and immediately they start retaliating and they start causing problem. I think that's really the issue with the Fulani boys. That's the issue with them. And before you know it, one thing led to another. It became a serious matter, and before you know it, they stabbed this indigene of this Ohore community, and which led to death. They don't kill somebody now. And the youth of the town seeing that were like, what? You came into our town to kill somebody with all that Fulani headsmen has been doing. In fact, they won't take no for an answer and they will take it lightly. Now, so the matter can escalate, especially because, when person don't die, finish, what is remaining again? They have to get to the bottom of the matter. Now, so just take only to serious issue before you know fight don't start. They don't block road. They don't start with all the cars within that area. They destroy all of them. Finish. I'm sorry for the people who get those motor. Now, so they can't just join problem where they not plan for. Destroy their cars and houses in the area where this whole thing happened. Start to they destroy the houses, take off the zinc and the roofs and the rest, and causing problem. And the clash continued. They can't cause traffic also for that area of the road, up to the extent where we say people not feel move for more than 2 hours, up to 2 hours rather, they were waiting, and vehicles were being destroyed and everything, until heavy police presence was called and deployed to the area to look into the matter before they were able to clear the road and normalcy and free flow of traffic on start. All this Fulani matter where they go on. See, our governors, whatever form of leadership that you are, we don't want them. We don't want them to come and settle in our community. We don't want them to come and settle in our land. In fact, they should stay in their place. They should stay there. They should stay where they are. We don't want them to come this way. They should not encroach into our own area. Nobody is traveling to their land to take over their farmland or to take over their houses. Why are they doing that to us in the south? Why are they doing that to us in the east? Why are they doing that to us in the west? We don't want it. They should stay where they are. Make everybody stay on. Agree, then they sell food item or cattle and all that. Fine. Come, sell your cattle. Sell what you want to sell. Go back. Do your trade. Have a middleman. Come here, sell your cattle. The middleman will pay you your money. Turn am into your account. Go back. No come stay. And again, who they give them houses? Who they give them the opportunity to stay? Who are those that are assisting them to stay? Who are those that are allowing them to? Who's giving them accommodation? Because now this thing they start from so. Not give them accommodation. When they come, they cannot give the opportunity to pass. As soon as they pass the night, probably they come late, they cannot travel again that day. They give them, make them they go. That's so the matter till they come so. Make them they go, please. We don't want them. See the people they cause now. The person that died, we don't know if it's an only child, maybe a wife just born, maybe they just marry. You see the life, the ways they don't cut somebody life short. Go check am. That Fulani person is a star person, so he get wife, he get picking for a hometown, and they stay behind their own. They go there, they see evil. They go call black, call and white, because the Nigeria where we dey so is led by Fulani, so they fixing on their father's land. They not get regard for the rule of law. We need to let them know say they not get right for our end. And we go let them know. No, we not dey allow us, our government and our governors to dey allow them, they thrive, they misbehave for our land. We don't want them, they should go. We don't want them. And they don't keep person now. Anyway, what are your take on this matter? Because I want to hear what you go get to talk. I beg, my people for Edo State, wanna look after on herself, I beg. Thanks for hearing. Do not forget to subscribe, like, and share. Thumbs up for us. God bless you. Bye for now.